Well, hi, everybody. It's Chris the Disney Baker, and welcome into the Pin Layer. How's everybody's week been? I hope you guys have had a good time. And it's been an exciting week. I tell you what, from the food being released for the Epcot Food and Wine Festival, the menu being released, the desserts that have been released. You haven't seen me. I don't. If you haven't seen me, which you haven't, this is silly, but I've never done live food reviews from Epcot or any park. And I think that's going to change this year. I think what I'm going to do is go live a couple times down at Epcot for the Food and Wine Festival and try some of the desserts and give my opinion as a professional baker. I can do that. So we'll look at a bunch of those coming up. And I know there were a bunch of people traveling this week going to Baltimore, and they had an amazing time at the baseball game. Unfortunately, the Red Sox won the baseball game, and they went out and they had an amazing dinner and had a bunch of fun karaokeing, and it was a great time had by all. Unfortunately, I missed it this year. So, but I got still to make magic, and I was making magic this weekend while I was making magic over at the Contemporary. So I was making magical desserts for people that were having a great time at the parks. So yeehaw. Moving forward, let's say hello to everyone. Hello, Real Steven, the Real Steven. What's up, Steven? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Hello, Jan S. Hello, Chris S. How are you? Here we come from Pete's. I appreciate you guys coming over from Pete's. It's a raid from Pete's. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Hey, hello, Jeff Connon. How are you, Jonathan Chong? Hello, Jonathan. IG me so I can get you back into blue. I don't know why you're not, but check it out and IG me and make sure I have your right email address or whatever there. Piglet 2 loves Disney. What's going on? Thanks for being here. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Jason. Hello, Sebastian the Crab was traveling. Hello, Katie Y, my amazing producer, executive producer. Hello, Regina. How was your trip? Glad to see you. Stanley Socks. Hello, welcome in. And Jeannie, what's going on? Hello. Sorry, my vision got blurred for a second there, and I'm just drinking water. Hello, Gloria. Welcome in. I'm just scrolling through. I'm going to say hi. Birdwell 24/7. Hello. Welcome in. Triple A Sparks. What's up, Sparks? How are you? Okay. So if you haven't heard, there's definitely a food and wine festival coming up. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some of the desserts. And 1 second. Let me move this out of the way. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stroll through. What we had talked about was I do a Whatnot channel, which is a live auction site. And this coming Monday, which is tomorrow, I'm doing pins, nothing but Disney pins. And I just wanted to go through. I have a lot of pins, and what we're going to do is hello, Sam Eagle, welcome in. What we're going to do is hello, Ryan Rowe, welcome in. We're going to go live tomorrow night at 8:00 on the Baker's Closet, and I'm going to sell some pins, and we're going to go just until I can't keep my eyes open, and we're going to have some pin auctions, and we're going to show some of those tonight. So I hope you guys are ready for that. I did wear my Epcot shirt for tonight, and I have my secondary handy dandy phone here, and which will give you a sneak peek of how's that working. I think that'll work. There we go. A sneak peek of how we're going to show pins tonight and display them. And there's one of the ways right there. So this is a a pretty pin. So some of the pins that I'm going to show will definitely be some will be LEs, some will be limited release R's, and some will just be basic pins, hidden Mickeys and things like that. Hidden Mickeys sell pretty well. A lot of people collect. I've been collecting pins since 2002, and it's a pretty amazing collection. Hello, Doug. Welcome in, Doug. Thanks for that throw out there you did for me on Instagram. I appreciate that. Thanks, and hope you had a good trip there also, Doug. Everybody was hanging out, having a good time. So without further ado, let's jump into this screen here. And we're going to talk about, let me see if I can just do this one full up without me. Let's see, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go back to here so you can see me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my full screen, and it's from Disney Parks blog. And we definitely want to give a shout out to Disney Parks blog. They have what it takes to know what is going on in all the Disney parks. Hit their website up, check them out. They've got if you missed something that I talked about, go to Disney Parks blog and they can show you everything on there. We have some amazing things. They're, again, Disney a couple years ago, they worked a deal with Corsicle, and now the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival is presented by Corsicle. I don't know if Disney owns them, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some facet maybe out there that maybe they own partially, because it's a pretty good company. They have some really neat stuff. It's fast approaching. It starts on August 29th. And August 29th, I will be live. I will be live from Epcot August 29th, and we'll be talking about nothing but food, some desserts, and maybe some rides and some friends. And we'll have to see. It's gonna be jam-packed with some fun and definitely some desserts. So make sure you check in for that. This celebration again goes from the August 29th through November 23rd. So it's a long time. So you got August, November, and then there's Christmas and Thanksgiving. So hopefully you save your appetite, because we're gonna have plenty of things to eat or look to eat through the screen. They are going to have a liquid nitrogen frozen sweet potato mousse at the Swirl Showcase. I'll have to try that. I like sweet potatoes. So we'll have to try something like that. As long as it doesn't have alcohol in it, I'm pretty good with that. They're going to have blood orange agua fresca from Earth Eats. So Earth Eats, I like that area. That's going to be pretty cool. And no matter, what your palate is for stuff like that, I think they're going to be able to, take care of you there. So what I'm going to do is let me pop over here real quick. So I see people in the street. If I missed you saying hello. And I think Katie's going to say hello, because I'm going to be on a different screen where I won't see chat. So there we go. All right. So they have these, and this, I'm just going to scroll back, make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. You are. These are pretty cool. Pete talked about these on his show tonight. These are gift cards, and these are really cool. These have become very collectible. If you like to collect stuff, you can recharge them. They're gift cards. You go to the festival, you just say, I'd like this one. That's Chef Mickey holding up a platter, or this one where he's serving you desserts, and it's a gift card, and you put your money on it. And he talked about how Preston loves to have his little pieces of meat, and just kind of took it from Pete and went and got himself something to eat. So, but they're very neat, and they're very collectible now. And if you have a budget, and you know what your budget is, and you don't feel like pulling out your credit card every time, go ahead and get one of these gift cards, and they'll put whatever dollar amount you want on there. And then you just keep that on your wrist, or on your belt loop. You can keep it clipped. You can, get yourself a little carabiner. That's what I would suggest. That way, you know where it's at all the time. Clip your carabiner maybe to your front of your backpack or your front belt loop. That way it's easy accessible. Or if you have a little, one of those little stretchy things with the wire, with the string in it, it retracts, That's pretty cool too. But they're very handy since they've come out. Food and wine menus. If you've seen this, which you may have, it's Macketizer's menu. They've been super creative this year on how they're doing mac and cheese. I love the mac and cheese at Disney's Epcot. It is fantastic. If you haven't had it, oh my goodness, it is fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'll bring this over here. I absolutely love it. The different styles that they have is mac and cheese with herbed panko. It's called panko. Panko. Yep. And it has cheesesteak, macaroni and cheesesteak. Which one is the cheesesteak? I'm going to say it's this one right here is going to be the cheesesteak. And then they have shaved beef with peppers and onions and breadcrumbs. And then they have truffle macaroni and cheese and the Impossible chili macaroni and cheese. The Impossible chili macaroni and cheese, I think, is this one. Yeah, this is a shaved beef one because it has the peppers in it. I think all these are going to be absolutely delicious. Beverages, the amount of beverages that they have will just literally, to what when we're talking about beverages, I never understood why during the food and wine they didn't come out with just like a refillable food and wine carry mug like they have at the resorts, but do one for the food and wine. And then every time you got in line, you would just present your mug from that year and you would get a discount on your drink, something like that. You've already paid for the mug, which is probably going to be $39.99 or whatever. And it's refillable, throughout the parks for any beverage that you would like. I think that would really diminish the amount of waste that they have. We're always looking at reducing the amount of recycled products. We look at that really hard, making magic at Disney. So if we can recycle something, we recycle, but the less usage of something, I think would be much better. Come out with a mug, a refillable mug. I understand the purpose of not putting, pop a lid. It has to have a lid. If you just give somebody something that doesn't have a lid, they wouldn't be able to refill it. They have to pop the lid. They hand you the lid and the straw, then they refill it, and then they give it back to you. Whichever drink you have, you put the lid back on. That's the way it's more sanitary. So I think that would be pretty cool. Looking at this menu here, talking about Communicore Hall is the new area hall. Those look like kielbasa and potato pierogies. If you're part Polish like I am, you know what pierogies are, even if you're not part Polish like I am. If you haven't had Mrs. T's pierogies from the freezer section of your supermarket, I suggest you get yourself a bag or two, cook them up, get some fried onions in there, boil them, bring them to a boil away from the float, throw them in a frying pan with some butter, fry them up, get some sauteed onions on those. They're fantastic. This is kielbasa and potato pierogies. This is something that I would definitely like. Caramelized onions and sour cream. Sour cream is a kielbasa potato Polish thing. Trust me. Vanessa made kielbasa the other night and I crushed it with sour cream. Barbecue pork rinds served with pimento cheese and lime tart. That should be a very interesting taste profile. The tartness with the barbecue, I think I'll like that. Beverages, if you like a whole bunch of beverages, they got the beverages there for you too. Frozen s'mores, chocolate milkshake with marshmallow syrup topped with mini marshmallows and a graham cracker. I'm in for that. It's non-alcoholic. I'm definitely in for that. And those of you that have Irish cream liqueur, they have Irish cream milkshake with Guinness Stout and Bailey's Original Irish Cream. So if you like that. I'm not going to read everything here. Again, go into Disney Parks blog and you can read everything. Get caught up on the desserts. And if you have some, even if even if you have another tab open right now and you're looking at it while I'm looking at it, and you can do that. And you have something that you think I would I should show while I'm doing my live on the 29th, let me know in chat tonight. I'll make note of it, and I'll definitely look over all those suggestions. Again, it has to be non-alcoholic. I don't drink. I'm a alcoholic. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I haven't had a drink in 10 years. So I like everything that's non-alcoholic. But I like to hang out with everybody that I don't care if they drink alcohol. Have have all you want. I just prefer not to. So they have the Three Daughters Brewing Beach Blonde Ale. They have the Beer Flight again this year. Martin Ray Chardonnay. There's a strawberry thing here. It looks really, really yummy. But I don't see it. Here we go. It's Parish Brewing Company at Sips Cab Franc Strawberry. So, Fritz Cabernet. I guess it's a Cabernet with fresh strawberries. Uh, and at Connections Eatery, I love Connections. Oh, the dessert they have at Connections is fantastic. They're going to have a Korean barbecue sandwich with pickled cucumbers on a brioche bun. Those brioche buns are really, really good. Korean barbecue sandwich sounds really good. Scrolling to Coastal Eats, if you like seafood, roasted warm lobster tail with garlic butter. Now, I know the size of these plates. Don't look at lobster tail coming at you like that. It's not going to come at you like that. It's going to be like a little miniature lobster tail. If they have miniature lobsters, I'm sure Disney will find them. And then you get 2 shrimp. You get jumbo shrimp cocktail sauce. It looks like 2 shrimp there. I like how they roasted the end of this lemon. It gives it a unique flavor. I like how they did that. It's a nice presentation there. That looks pretty good. And I love the garlic butter that's melted here with the lobster tail. And again, so don't fill up on all this stuff because you're going to wait till we hit all the desserts. And fries, roasted fries. Oh my gosh, the fries look delicious. And we have the Fry Basket. This is near the refreshment station hosted by Coca-Cola. So we'll have to find out where that's going to be and hit a map up. Maybe next Sunday we'll map everything out because I don't know exactly where everything is going to be with the Food and Wine Festival when they start. They don't bring everything. Everything doesn't always come out at once. They bring certain things out, and I think they divide it up into thirds, the whole festival, and they bring certain things out, and then they'll leave them for a third, and then they'll bring something else out, and then something will go away because they just don't have enough room for everything from August to November. So it's not that they don't want you to try everything. It's just they just don't have enough room. It's gotten that big. So some of these things will be out right away, and some of these things will be out later. It doesn't say on here which ones will be which, but when we enter the park and we get our little our food guide menu, that'll tell us what's available and where we can find it. And more of that information, I think, is going to come out next week. So the yucca fries with garlic, cilantro. That's plant-based. I've been doing a lot of plant-based items in the desserts lately. And actually, I didn't think that I personally didn't think plant-based would have the flavor profile that it does. But boy, we dress some plant-based desserts up that are really, really good. And it's got the truffle Parmesan fries. I'm in. Barbecue bacon fries with something. I don't know how to say that word. I'm going to try something smoked. That's I'm in on that. Sweet potato casserole fries. I'm in with that too. And going for the burgers near the refreshment stand hosted by Coca-Cola. It just says near, which means they really don't know where it's going to be at yet. They have a steakhouse burger, a blended burger. Now, one thing that I've noticed that when I go to the Food and Wine Festival, some of the portions, when I say burger, I think burger. Epcot burger, Epcot burger. So smaller portions, still delicious, just smaller portions. So they have the steakhouse burger here, not to get confused with the steakhouse burger that's over at Steakhouse. It's beef with wild mushroom slider. Um, if they don't say it's Steakhouse 71 because it's not. It's just a steakhouse burger, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious. It's served on a sesame bun, not a brioche roll, which surprises me. I would like to have that on a brioche roll. Um, Let me scroll back over here, see if anybody else came in. Hey, John, Surf Bun John, welcome in. Good to see you. And more of a slider. Yeah, more of a slider. No doubt. Smaller portions are better, easier, overindulging on everything. I totally agree with you. I mean, you can really super overindulge and super empty your bank account. Because these are, don't get me wrong, you're going to go, if you're going to go all the way around and eat from every single station, number one, by the time you hit the Americas, you're going to need a nap, you know, and then you're going to keep going, and then you're going to need your friend's credit card. Like Pete said, plan out your trip. I agree with that. Put a certain amount on your card for food. Maybe have another of those wrist cards, gift cards for merchandise if you want to buy a hat or a pair of ears, something like that, because they'll definitely have some new merch coming out from that. And they have a smoked corned beef with house-made potato chips. House-made chips are delicious. Cheese curd, pickled onions. I love pickled onions. And beer cheese fondue. I'll pass on that. And I love wings, and the brew wing, which is if you know where Test Track is, and there's that little bridge that goes over to that center part, which is in the water, surrounded with water. That's the brew wing. They've used that for a couple years now, and it works really well for distribution of foods and some specialty drinks. So they're going to have the brew wing lab menu. Usually the brewing is Muppet based. So they have Muppets in that little area where you can sit inside and get out of the sun. They're going to have the food items are buffalo wings with celery and ranch, peanut butter and jelly sticky wings. Those sound good. Garlic Parmesan wings are one of my favorites. The one thing I'd like to see is an Old Bay and ranch wing. For us that are from Northeast, we put Old Bay on everything. Fried pickle spears with dill ranch, another good thing. Fried pickles are fantastic. I love them. Beverages, again, the pomegranate and raspberry tea. It's going to be it's going to be good. And it says the pomegranate and raspberry herbal tea infused with orange ice cream, non-alcoholic. I'm in with that. Pickled milkshake. I did not try that last year. I don't think I tried that last year. No, I didn't. I'll try it this year. Coppertail Brewing Lager is new this year. Keel Farms, Edelberry, Sorrento Hard Cider is new. Debbie Bernfeld, they have hard cider. You will like that. Three Daughters Brewing Pickle Hard Seltzer is new. $3 Brewery Palm. I like how they're introducing other items from outside the park, bringing them in to highlight them. They have a Palm Paradise, Heffusen. I don't know what that means. And they have a Cigar City Peach White Oak Ja'ala. That's new. And then they had the beer flight. And then in World Showcase, they're going to have the noodle exchange, which they always have. So if you like the noodle exchange, it is definitely coming back. Ramen with shaved beef, with mushrooms and pickled carrots. They're going to have the Thai shrimp with rice noodles and shikari mushrooms. And the ramen, I love ramen, also with mushrooms and pickled carrots. So if you like stuff like that, Fantastic. Here we go. We're starting it. We're gonna get our first look at a dessert. I'm gonna call it dessert. It looks delicious because it's got a raspberry on top. And we're in Mexico, everybody. So we have a tostita uh de Ramon. No, that sounded French, and it's Mexican. Tempura battered shrimp atop a fried tortilla with guacamole, cabbage, chipotle, diced mango, and chili lime powder. This is new. That sounds good. And then we have a fried tortillas filled with barbecue beef topped with salsa verde, Mexican Quisto Frisco. Ooh, Frisco. That's new. And then they're gonna have a Mexican cornbread topped with chocolate sauce. Oh, that's what that is. That's a pan de latte. It's traditional Mexican cornbread topped with chocolate sauce. Uh, that looks pretty good. So that's what that is. And then they have the craft beers over there. And then they have the China menu where we're gonna hit up the China menu. Pan fried dumplings. I love dumplings. They give you two with a house-made sweet and spicy sauce, crispy duck, bonchon, bio bun with Hassan sauce. I'm gonna say that's spicy. That's new, and Shanghai scallion noodles with shrimp. Again, portions. Go to the front of the line and watch people that are coming out, and seeing how big the portions are. If you ever want to see how big. Hey, Rob, aka Mr. Disney MUK, welcome in. Good to see you. Hey, what's going on, Walt? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And again, it's going to be a really fun time over there. So, but like I said, it's going to be my first time, tasting some of the desserts over there and giving you my professional thoughtful insight on that. The beverages, and then we're going to go China, and they're going to have a potato and pea samosa with coriander lime cream, plant-based. Let's see. Here we go. This is a dessert. I know this is a dessert. This here is a chocolate amora mousse, okay, with white chocolate. I don't see white chocolate. Unless this is all white chocolate. I know this is a cookie. I know the base of that's a cookie. But maybe that's all white chocolate. It looks like it's dusted, but if it's not, that's going to be, oh, it's filled. It's a filled like tart upside down. It's filled with mousse with white chocolate, but it doesn't show white chocolate. It shows drizzled ganache. Anyway, it looks delicious. The Impossible saucy, spicy sausage with peppers and onions. That looks delicious. Curried chicken and South African. I don't know how to say that. I'll just say sausage. Yeah, sausage. That looks good. And again, going through all the different alcohol beverages they have there. Gulfstream Brewing Company has Cloud9 Watermelon Hibiscus Lager, if you like that. And then we're going into locations near Germany. The Alps menu, warm Swiss cheese with Alpine ham, baby potatoes, cornichons, and a baguette slice. That looks yummy. And that is not new. They had that last year. And the chocolate fondue with berries, pound cake, and meringue. That's definitely this delish right here. I like how they have this is meringue. This is called sugared meringue. And I like my sugar meringue a little bit more toasted. And what you do is you make your meringue up overnight. You put it and you dollop your meringue stars on your wax paper. You preheat your oven to about 210 degrees. You turn your oven off. you put your meringue in there, and you shut the door. And you just let it sit there till the next day, and then when your meringue comes out, it's hard. It's nice and hard. It has a little bit of a tint to it. You could take a flame to that. You could take a burner, like a Bunsen burner, and just highlight the edges of that, and they'll turn a little toasted color. I think the presentation for that would be a little nicer, but looks nice, and the chocolate's going to be that fondue is going to be delicious. Going into Germany, we have the bratwurst on a pretzel roll. I had that last year. That was delicious. Apple strudel with vanilla sauce. Vanilla sauce is good, but ice cream's better. This is puff pastry. I've made these before. I've made these on my channel before. Apple strudel. There's no nuts in this. This is just fresh apple sliced with a puff pastry dough. This looks absolutely delicious. Look back on my channel, and you can see how I made the puff. I made puff pastry dough, and I used phyllo dough for both. So you can go back in and watch how I made that. And if you want to make that yourself, go ahead in. I give you specific instructions on how to do that. It's a lot of fun to make. And going back to the menu here, we're going into between Italy and Germany, the Spain menu. These are new items, and I'm not even gonna try to say them. You can look them up. This looks like something with cheese and some really nice charcuterie top. I don't know what this is, but that looks good. And then you got shrimp. You got some shrimp over here with bay scallops and octopus. If you like octopus, there's some pieces of octopus here on a garlic with garlic. And that looks pretty good if you like octopus. I've had octopus, so it's pretty good. Italy items, nachos, something simple. Nachos. That was I guess this one was a hard one to figure out. What we're gonna make for Italian? Oh, let's make nachos. Italian style nachos, homemade beef, ragu, pasta, chips, tomato sauce, dried ricotta cheese. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's an Italy menu, and you bring out nachos. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought that. But there's the vanilla cheesecake with the whipped cream and frosted strawberry sauce. I like that. I think the presentation is really nice. But I will tell you, it is probably, I'm going to say it's not as big as that circle there in my Mickey. It's going to be probably maybe a third smaller. But it looks good, and that's going to be fresh whipped cream on top, which the fresh strawberry sauce that they make is actually, the fresh strawberry sauce that we make is actually fantastic. So now we're going to go into American Adventure. We're halfway around, guys. Halfway around. Let me go back out here and see who came in. Anybody came in? So let's go. We have frozen pineapple chipotle lemonade. We have Minute Maid lemonade and chipotle pineapple syrup with a chili lime salt rim, non-alcoholic. That's different. And flavors of American menu. Okay, so now we're at the performance stage, where the Americas are, where the Sam Eagle restaurant is, and I think they're going to rename that to Theo's Sam Eagle restaurant. I think that's what I heard, and if not, they should. Iced coffee. Let's see. This stuff looks delicious. The roll choice is different. We have New York style all American hot dog with sauerkraut, onion tomato sauce, and spicy mustard on a brioche bun. That is new. Then they have the old time Chicago style all beef hot dog with tomato dill pickle. diced onions, yellow mustard, Chicago green relish in a poppy seed bun. That's also new. All these items for the American menu are all new. Carolina all beef hot dog with chili, coleslaw, yellow mustard. Yes, I'm in. Southwest, I mean, I like mustard, I like chili, I like coleslaw. How can you go wrong? Southwest style all beef hot dog wrapped in bacon. Yes, anything wrapped in bacon is delicious. Um, you could take bacon and cut a slice of bacon. Piece of bacon's that long. You could cut it in half and you put an Oreo cookie down and you could put it on top of the piece of bacon and fold it over and then put it on the other top of the piece of bacon and fold it over the other way and flip that over and put that on a tray and make about a dozen of those and then put them in the oven for, I don't know, 325 for maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Yes. Oreos and bacon. I'm a baker. I think of stuff like that. Take a cookie, put bacon on it. Why not? Carolina. I gotta go over to chat and see what chat says. And bacon Oreo. Yes, see, it's possible. It's possible. It's something new. And then we're going to the fresh baked chocolate pudding cake with bourbon caramel. Now, bourbon caramel. The one, if it's real bourbon and they're saying it's bourbon, that's the only thing that's going to stop me from taking it because I don't eat anything that has fresh alcohol in it. If there is a product that's baked or cooked with alcohol, literally 95% of it is baked away or cooked away and it evaporates. So I think about that, but a dessert like this, I would pass, but it looks very good. They could take that chocolate pudding and wrap it in bacon. I would eat that. The beverages, they have Goose Island beer. They have Wicked Weed Fest beer, spelled BIER. So that's new. And then they have the new funnel cake. This is a brand new funnel cake. I'm excited for this. Tiramisu funnel cake with ice cream. You need to come on my stream on the 29th and watch me devour one of these because I'm telling you, it's got everything good on it that I like. Tiramisu, I'm in. It's a funnel cake. I'm in. Vanilla ice cream, said it before. I'm in. With chocolate rum sauce. Again, put on the brakes. Is it rum or is it rum flavored? That's the only thing I'll ask. And again, that's just me. And I wonder if I can get it without the rum sauce. I'm sure I can because they just dribble that on top. I don't want the rum sauce, but thanks. With cream cheese, whipped cream, and dusted with cocoa and espresso powder. Delicious. Delicious. The one thing that we haven't talked about yet that I haven't seen here was I saw like a fried pie that they're going to have at the parks. And it's a fried pie drizzled with cheese with mac and cheese inside of it. That I heard is going to be at the German pavilion. So we'll see. I haven't seen it on here yet, but I've seen pictures. The funnel cake menu is delicious. Japan menu. I am not going to try to say any of this stuff, but it looks nice. The presentation looks good. It looks delicious. I'm just saying, not going to try saying any of it. If you like that, go for it. Same with the drinks from there. Can't describe them. And the Greece menu. The Greece menu between Japan and Morocco. Impossible moussaka. It's plant-based. These are food items. And grilled cheese with pistachios. These are the same items that they had last year. Lamb gyro, I'm in. Shaved lettuce, tomato, cucumber relish. I love gyros. Lamb gyros are delicious. Some people go, oh, I don't want lamb. I go, oh, well, try it. You like it. Yeah. Oh, no, sushi. Yeah, no. Hard no. I don't do sushi. My kids do sushi. My daughter loves sushi. So rolling right along here, the beverages, white wine. They have a rosé. They have a wine flight. So if you're like into wine, They give you little cups of wine. Um, you know, Tangerine Cafe. Here we go. Flavors of uh, Media menu, Morocco, grilled kibas, grilled kibas with carrot, chickpea salad, and garlic. And then they have Moroccan spiced lamb, fried pita with tomato cucumber relish, plant based. And then they have stone Morocco bread with assorted dips. And then they have a pistachio cake with cinnamon pastry cream and candied walnuts. Candied walnuts are the kicker to this. If you like any type of walnut, whether it be peanuts or almonds or anything that's candied, if you go to Renaissance festivals and you get those candied pistachios or candy uh, pecans or anything like that, that really will knock this out of the park. I love the decoration on top. I really think that's really cool. The Morocco uh, decoration looks beautiful. I think that's a hit for that. And again, here we go. Let's do some desserts. And we have, oh, I'll go backwards. I like to go backwards with the desserts. So we have a Belgian waffle with berry compote and whipped cream. That's this one here. And then we have a Belgian waffle with warm chocolate ganache. Love it. And then we have the beer braised beef. Now, this is what I was talking about with non-alcoholic stuff. Yes, I'm in on that. Just because they cook it up. The flavor is there, but the alcohol is not there. It's just a nice flavor. With smoked Gouda and mashed potatoes. I've had this before. Vanessa and I have split one. And actually, I think we went around another time and we split another one in between the mac and cheese. So they were really good. That's good. And then they have the Belgian chilled coffee, non-alcoholic. I'm in. I'll do that. And then they have the St. Bernard's Dragon Wit. That's a new item. And then they have some other things I cannot pronounce, but it sounds really good. They have a Belgian chilled coffee with chocolate deluxe salted caramel and chocolate liqueur. And then it looks like they have some, oh, what is this? They have the Brazilian cheese bread. The Brazilian cheese bread is absolutely delicious. I've had that before. The feijoada, black bean, and pork belly, it's a hit. I've had that before. It comes with a Brazilian nut pesto. The Brazilian nut pesto, if you don't like the pesto, you can just pick it up and put it on the side. But what I found is if you eat a little bit of it, a little bit of the pesto with a lot of everything else, it tastes pretty good. But pesto is it's an acquired taste if you like that. And it comes with Ben's original long grace rice. You remember Ben? He used to have an uncle, but he doesn't anymore. And then we're going to go into the France menu. All right. It looks like there's a quiche there. Goat cheese and caramelized onions. Yep, that looks like a quiche. We're going to read the back ends of these. Brioche with garlic and parsley cream. That's this one. Those are both new items. And this looks like a quiche. And that looks really good, but I can't describe it. And they're going to have their braised short rib and the Cabernet and roasted potatoes. That will be good. And again, with the Cabernet, it'll be cooked off. The creme brulee is always a hit there with the passion creme brulee with a fruit compote, which is really good. I make creme brulee. I'll be making creme brulee this year on my channel. I'll be teaching people how to make creme brulee. We'll be making a creme brulee for Thanksgiving. We're going to be making a pumpkin creme brulee. We're going to be making a chocolate chip creme brulee. And then we're going to be making possibly a surprise creme brulee for Christmas. So, and I haven't figured that one out yet, but I know we're going to make one. The cocktails are the cocktails. You can read about those. The beer cart at the UK. They have strawberry basil cocktail, Beef Eater Pink Strawberry Gin, uh, Saint German Elderflower Liqueur, and Seagram's Ginger Ale with strawberry and basil syrups. The Canadian menu has, let me check back in the stream before I hit the Canadian menu. And hey, Candy Mom, I want candy. Candy Mom had a good time. Baking with Baker are my favorite. Oh, thanks, Theo. I appreciate that. If you haven't seen any of my bakery streams, go back and check out some of my bakery streams. They are in my highlights, and I have them actually separated in my playlists. So you can pick and choose which ones you'd like to watch. They have, for the Canada menu is cheddar cheese with bacon soup. Again, here we go with bacon, served on a pretzel roll. That sounds good. Filet mignon. There, I see Preston in there. Preston, you going to be in there? With mushroom and garlic and fine herbs, mashed potatoes, and the boursin garlic and fine herbs. And I will tell you, when Preston went and got his filet mignon, and he came back, and I don't know how many he had. He had at least 4. I said, "Where's the mashed potatoes?" And he's like, "I don't get the mashed potatoes." I'm like, "Well, you could have got the mashed potatoes." He goes, "Yeah, but I don't eat those." I said, "But I do." Share it with a friend. Share it with a friend. But nope. He just wanted the meat. So just protein. So we have near Canada, they're going to have a refreshment port menu. It's braised beef. This looks really good. I didn't eat this last year with the French fries, but by the time I got there, I go to Mexico side and I start around that way. But I think this year I might start around the other way because this looked really good, but I wasn't hungry. The braised beef, garlic and fine herbs with a cheese sauce, cheese curds and relish. It looked really, really good. So I'll try that this year. When we get to the desserts, I'm a big shrimp person. I love shrimp. I could eat shrimp all day long. They have this. I think I'm going to scroll down over this, but I'm going to read it because I think it's last. Here we go. Grilled bushberry spiced shrimp skewer with sweet and sour vegetables and coconut chili sauce. I don't know about the sweet and sour vegetables. It's going to give it a nice taste. But the way this presentation is, this looks really good. And the coconut chili sauce, I think I'm really going to like. I like shrimp. I like how they present it. They leave the tails on it. That's really good. And yum. Roasted lamb chop. I'm in on that with the mint pesto, crushed salt, and vinegar, potato chips. I'm in with that. The yellow cake with raspberry filling and chocolate and coconut. I had this last year. Unfortunately, for me, the piece I got was dry. The cake was very dry. It was so dry that I could flake the icing off. So either the moisture content from the cake, the lack of moisture in the cake drew all the moisture out of the icing. And same with the raspberry. It wasn't enough to make the rest of the cake moist. So I don't know if I got it in the middle of the day or the end of the day, but I did want to try it. I'm not a fan of toasted coconut, but with the raspberry, the chocolate and the raspberry and a little bit of cake that I did eat had a nice composure to it. I liked it a lot. I just didn't like it. It was too dry for me. So I'll try it again this year and we'll see if they've fixed it. I hope they did. And then we're going to go into near the port of entry, the swirl showcase menu. Liquid nitrogen frozen sweet potato mousse with candied pecans and maple caramel sauce. You know what? You all don't know where this is. This is where the Starbucks used to be. And I'm pretty sure this is where they're going to put this because it's nitrogen infused. And that's where they have the nitrogen tanks where they make the nitrogen desserts. This is going to be really good. frozen sweet potato mousse with candied pecans and maple caramel sauce. This is going to be really good. They're going to have the soft serve ice creams there again this year, the vanilla, the cinnamon apple, and the salted caramel. All delicious, nice treats. Soft serve at Disney. Who'd have thunk it? They're going to have the floats. They have the floats there, the Coca-Cola, the cream soda, the Fanta grape with your choice of soft serve, non-alcoholic. I'm in on all those. I love stuff. I love floats like that. They have a toasted coconut float 3. It's with the 3 daughters toasted coconut porter with salted caramel soft serve. This for you all that love that. And again, because of the way I know it's going to be presented, there's really no way of cooking out the porter. So I'll pass on that, but I will tell you that's going to be a good dessert. The berry flavor float with the berry fits with vanilla soft serve. That's something that looks, that's it right there. That looks pretty toasty. I like that. I like this little cake-ish part down here with the soft serve ice cream on top. I like that. Reminds me of like a ice cream strawberry cupcake. So I like that. And shimmering sips hosted by Corsical menu. It's near the port of entry. Also, it's guava cake with whipped cream and coconut. Oh, maybe that's what that is. Guava cake. I'll definitely have that. It's plant-based. And again, try the plant-based stuff. It's very tasty. Don't think of plant-based, think of delicious. And it's good stuff. Tropical mimosa sparkling wine, Minute Maid passion fruit, orange, and guava juices. Some of those new berry mimosas. If you like mimosas, a berry mimosa with berry fritz and white cranberry juice. And then they have a fruited sour beer and sparkling wine cocktail and it's Dream Patch fruit-filled sour with cherry, blueberry, and raspberry and sparkling wine. So you have that. And then we have a Hawaii menu near the port of entry also. And before that, hello, Fred O'Malley. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Just checking back. And I am in Hawaii now. Oh, I wish I was in Hawaii. Slow roasted pork slider with sweet and sour Dole pineapple, chutney, and spicy mayonnaise. That sounds really good. Hawaiian rice bowl, spam, eggs, eel sauce, spicy mayonnaise, and fricassee, whichever that is. And that's new. Hey, so guys, spam. Disney's bringing spam back. Look at that. They eat spam all the time in Hawaii. Never knew that. That's new to me. It's got eggs in it. I like eggs. It's got eel sauce in it. I've eaten eel before. And the spicy mayonnaise and Buraki cake. Don't know what that is, but the passion fruit cheesecake with toasted macadamia nuts. I like that. That looks yummy. Oh, here we go. This is good. This is good for me. It's this is going to be between World Showcase and the Imagination Pavilion. Grilled cider brine pork tenderloin with fennel, apple straw, and apple cider grastique. That looks delicious right in the middle. Oh, no, it's over here. That looks delicious. I like that. Grilled bison. If you like bison, grilled bison with butternut squash. Oh, I think that's here. Or is that over here? I don't know which one it is. Butternut squash, roasted mushrooms, and huckleberry. Some more of that gastrique. Roasted mushrooms. Well, this is Brussels sprouts. So this is the cast iron roasted Brussels sprouts and root vegetables. Ooh, wonder what they could be using for root vegetables. Don't all vegetables have roots? With dried cranberries, candied pecans, and maple bourbon glaze. I don't know. I'll have to see how the glaze is prepared. But those sound really good. And then we have these here, freshly baked carrot cake with walnuts and cream cheese icing. That's what that is. That's a nice little carrot cake muffin with walnuts and cream cheese icing. It's not a carrot cake, it's a carrot cake muffin. So it is a carrot cake. It's just in muffin style. Okay, and then they have a fig and balsamic cheesecake with fig jam and pomegranate. That's new. I like that. It's on it's on what is that base? It's got a base on it. I wonder what that is. That's interesting. And then pear and almond frangip. You spell that wrong? I think they spelled that wrong. Fragipan pate brise. Hmm, that's interesting. Looks good. Pear and almond. I like that. And then we go to, I believe it's the second to last one we have between World Showcase and Imagination Pavilion. We have the Forest and Field menu. We have the Autumn Chili with bison, lamb, and pork belly. Yum. We have the pumpkin mascarpone ravioli with sage brown butter, peppercorn cheese, and hazelnut praline. That looks good. And then you have the Barretto with seasonal fall fruit. Seasonal fall fruit. Apples. That's seasonal fall fruit. Spiced pecans, apple puree, and fig vinaigrette. That's interesting. I'll go with the chili. And then here we have the Earth Eats menu with his red wine braised short rib. I'm in. Again, they're gonna bake all that off. It's just for a flavor profile. Short rib with goat cheese and polenta sauce, shaved peppercorn, and petite herbs. And then there's a lemon poppy seed cake with lemon icing. This is going to be good. I've had that cake. It's absolutely delicious. And then they have the blood orange agua fresca, non-alcoholic. I'll try that. And the Harkin wine barrels fermented Chardonnay, which is new. So now we're in Sunshine Seasons. This is in the land. Caramel apple milkshake, artisan gelato, whipped cream, candy apple cake with caramel drizzle. Non-alcoholic. Yes, 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 and yes. Joffrey's. I'm not a big fan of all the Joffrey stuff, but this stuff kind of looks okay. If you like your lattes with stuff all over the tops of them and cream cheese and whipped cream and coconut syrup and banana, all that good stuff, go for it. They have a coconut banana cream pie latte, a comforting blend of espresso milk, coconut syrup, and a banana syrup garnished with whipped cream and toasted coconut flakes, non-alcoholic. Spirited version available with Bailey's Irish cream. Then they have a PB&J latte. That sounds yummy. Delicious blend of espresso milk, peanut butter syrup, and raspberry syrup garnished with whipped cream, non-alcoholic. New, if you want it spirited, it is available with Bailey's original Irish cream. Near Canada, they have the hazelnut mocha latte, a nutty blend of espresso milk, hazelnut syrup, and dark chocolate sauce garnished with whipped cream and chocolate drizzle, non-alcoholic. If you'd like spirited, guess what? Comes with Bailey's original Irish cream. And near Mission Space, they have a coconut. So you got to go to 4 different places to get that. You got the coconut latte, mocha latte, a descendant blend of espresso milk, coconut syrup, and dark chocolate sauce garnished with whipped cream, toasted coconut flakes, and dark chocolate drizzle, non-alcoholic. And if you want it spirited, guess what? Guess what they put in it? Bailey's original Irish cream. Okay. And they do have the Food and Wine International merchandise. Cute stuff. Normally when I see it at different places. Then I see it at the wine festivals, but then I also see it where I shop afterwards. So there's some really cute stuff. They will have a new lounge fly. So get ready for that. And it says, and all offerings are subject to change and availability. There you have it. It's all delicious eats and sips coming. Not all of them. I didn't read all of them, but again, please go to Disney Parks blog and check that out. They have all this amazing stuff there for you to read. If you want to stay up to date on all the tasty bites, check them out. Check out Disney Eats topics page and scroll across the top. They have D23, Disney Eats, Cast, Plan, Play, and Explore. All your needs for any type of Disney Parks blog.com. Check them out. And with that said, ding, 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 let's go back to, let's remove that. Boom, back to me. Hi, everybody. So thanks for hanging in. I hope I didn't go too fast. But again, if you want to see something, go to Disney Parks blog. Oh, my hair messed. Candy Mom, my hair's messed up. You didn't tell me. I think I just rolled my hand through it while I was reading. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I missed you guys too. Looks like you guys had a lot of fun. Yeah, I missed you. When M makes popcorn, I make creme brulee. You share the eggs. I got you. Because it's egg yolk for the creme brulee. Yep, that makes sense. That's cool. So anyway, if you're here for the first time, we welcome you. I just wanted to touch base on some of that. I'm interested in it. Make sure you check me out on the 29th. How long did that take? Oh my gosh. I don't know what time we started, but I guess that took about 40 minutes. But anywho, time schmine. Hi, Regina. A lot of the new food and beverages, look they now, if you don't know me and you don't know what I do, I make magic. And what that means is I'm a Walt Disney World cast member, and I am a baker by trade, hence the name, the Disney Baker. But a couple months ago, that my dream finally came true, that I am now a baker for the Walt Disney World Company, and I make baking magic over at the Contemporary, for the Contemporary and for Bay Lake Towers. And if you don't know, Contemporary is the longest OG. We are the original bakery on property. We're the largest bakery on property, and we put out some amazing product. I will not say we put out better product than any other place, because let me tell you something, the bakers and pastry chefs over at Epcot, you saw what they can do. They are going to throw down, and starving after that. Well, I tell you, and again, I like to be truthful when it comes to the desserts, and when I taste these on the 29th, if you're rolling with me on my live out at Epcot, you're going to see it. I'll tell you straight up, because I mean, I won't say anything just really bad. I'll just say, yeah, maybe this just isn't for me. But that raspberry chocolate cake with the toasted coconut, that lemon cake, it was dry. You can't beat around the truth. It was just dry. Thank you, Regina. I appreciate it. Yes, I love it. I love it. The Contemporary, and being part of that type of magic, spending 3 years making magic on Main Street in the Emporium was an absolute blessing. I loved meeting all the guests coming in, and I really liked working with the guests. They were fantastic. But now we're doing something totally different. So, and that's cool. And that's part of, what I did for 40 years. And now we're just going to continue. Oh, you can't find me, Jeff. You can't find me. I hide. I'm hiding. It's different. It's not like, the confectionery on Main Street where you can see all the people working behind the glass. No, we're super behind the scenes. Yeah, we're behind the scenes. And but that's a little taste of what I'm doing now. And again, doing this and doing whatnot, and having fun with life. Just trying to have fun with life. So let's talk about keeping cages in the dungeon. Yeah, well, so let's talk about what else I like to do. I like to collect certain Disney merch. My biggest collection is pins. As you can see on my wall, I have over 21 pin frames that I make myself. If you're interested in a frame, please reach out to me in an email. My email information is on my YouTube page. Reach out to me on IG. I make personalized pin frames for people. If you're interested in one, you have a special frame, picture frame from years past or decades past that you would love to recompose for a pin frame, and you don't know how to do it, reach out to me. And if you want to send it to me, we can talk about that. But I have 21 or 22 of them up on the wall here. I have 2 of them behind me, but we're going to look at some pins. And some of these pins we'll just look at. We'll talk about pins, and we're going to go live on my Whatnot tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And without further ado, let's look at some pins. Okay, so this pin here, I like this pin. This pin here, I'm going to take it off its backing. This is a Disneyland pin, and this will definitely go up. This is a this is Disneyland Paris. This is Disneyland Paris pin, and I can't read French, but I will have to look at the back of it to see if it's an LE. It is not an LE, but it says it's 2021. Of course, it's Snow White and her prince. And that's Disneyland Paris, so that will go up on the auction site tomorrow night. And we're just going to breeze through some pins here, and I want to show you guys some pins that I have. And then we'll have some pins will be on pin cards like these, and then these are some of these. You may see some of these. They've come out with some newer ones. This is an older one. Jasmine and Aladdin. This is this is from Beauty and the Beast. Lumiere Cogsworth. This is a bicentennial. Chip and Dale bicentennial. This is a limited edition. I like the backer card on this one. I think this one's pretty cool. This is what they call a dangle pin. And the cool thing about this one, I can zoom in on it. It's got 35 years, a celebration of 35 years. And I'm guessing one thing I didn't check out. Let me do this. I wanted to see something. All right, yep, you guys can see it. Very good. I just wanted to make sure that you guys could see the 35. Yeah, so that's 35. Me, I see it backwards. But this says Walt Disney's World Celebration. So that will go up on auction. These 2 guys are going to go up on auction tomorrow night. Now, these 2 guys I've shown before, but I want to, let me get, all right, and then go over. And I've asked you before, what do you see different? Now, this is a chip pin. You notice anything different from one pin to the other? It's an error. Correct. Yep, Katie said it. It's an error pin. And the reason I sell both of these together is because you have to have one compared with the other, and they're both dated the same on the back. So it's an error pin, and they're very rare. To find an error pin is really rare. But his vest is correct. His tie is correct. Everything's correct, but his nose is not black on this one. So that will get auctioned off tomorrow night. We have another dangle pin here. This is also a limited edition. And this is from Merlin's Magical Shop. And this is Mickey. Do we have enough light? Is there enough light on that? So I think this is going to be too much light. And I can't make that any darker. So we can go back to that. But this is a limited edition Merlin's Magic Shop. Magic Tricks. And it's a dangle pin. And it says, remember when. The cool part I like about this is when I go in and get my picture taken with Mickey on Main Street, this is in the frame. There's a picture of Mickey. Thank you. There's a picture of Mickey in the frame that he actually does magic tricks while you're waiting in line to go see him. You can leave that like that if you like, Kate. That's fine. Nobody wants to see me. This is a really nice pen. So this is a limited edition pen. So this is a pen you don't see very often, if you've seen it at all. That's a Cinderella carriage pen. And it's got the C on it. That's not a limited edition, but it's an old pen. Let's do a Disney ship. Here we go. Disney Wonder. This is actually on the back. This is painted on the back of the Disney Wonder, which is really cool. So you got Uncle Donald, and he's painting. You know, he's got his red and his yellow paint there. Where's my pointer? I always use my pointer. He's got his red and his yellow paint there. Okay. And then you got, guess who here? Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And they're gonna cut his rope, and he's gonna fall. Here's the cool thing. Uncle Donald's paintbrush, it moves. His paintbrush goes up and down. This is why this pin is a limited edition, and this is why this pin, moving pins were popular back then. And he moves back and forth this way, and it's a dangle. And then Huey, Dewey, and Louie also move. And this is from the Disney Wonder. This is painted on the back of the Disney Wonder. And that's a pretty cool one. I like that. And this came from the Ink and Paint series. These are the Dancing Penguins from Mary Poppins. I have the Dancing Penguins. I have Dumbo. And if you look at these are the drawing pads. If you've ever did any of the old drawing when you went to, it's now Hollywood Studios, you could go in and do a drawing, and they would actually give you these pieces of paper that would, these little circle, slot, circle, slot, circle, would actually hold the papers down. Hey, Kelly, welcome in. How are you? You traveling back home? And I hope you had a good time this weekend. You looked like you were having a good time. I did learn one thing. I'm going to hang out with Kelly. I'm going to need some dancing shoes because she can dance up a storm. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. So there's Dumbo. And I have Peter Pan. So this is the actual, this whole thing is the pin. And then this is actually what they call pin on pin. You can see there's actually Peter Pan is on the pin, and then the drawings are behind him. So it was an artist sketch from the Ink and Paint. And then I'll have Alice. And these come on the cards. I have an Indiana Jones. She was the life of the party. I saw you there too, Cynthia the Candy Mom. I saw you giving up your peace sign. And then we have Merlin. This is from uh, Disneyland Paris. From the Sword and the Stone, Merlin. And then we have this Christmas one. This is an old one. This is on a felt back. This is the way the pins used to come out. They used to be out on felt backs. So, and this is Mickey going over Disneyland, not Disney World Castle, Disneyland Castle. And he's got his reindeer and he's dressed up as Santa Claus. Oh, I did not know that. That's cool that you guys got to spend some time together. I like that. So if you just joined us, these are some of the pins that are going to be on my Whatnot auction tomorrow night. Now this is 19. It says 1951 Disneyland Resort. This is the submarine ride out at Disneyland, which now has been changed over. It's been changed over to a Nemo. It's still a submarine ride, but it's more themed to Nemo. But this is when that ride opened up in 1959. And of course, you have Tinkerbell there. And she's got her little wand, and she is a pin on pin. And she is really pretty. And this is a limited edition also. And then I'll have some up to date or simple pins. Like we got Dopey here, and he's got his diamond eyes. And then we'll have somebody like Jessica Rabbit. Now, Jessica Rabbit is what we call a hidden Mickey. She is the letter J. There were alphabet pins out where they were the whole A through Z. She was J, and that she's also a hidden Mickey pin. So hidden Mickey pins are good tradable pins, and they're kind of rare now because they're not just making hidden Mickey pins anymore. They're making hidden Star Wars pins, hidden Marvel pins, hidden Pixar pins. So now there's a whole slew of new ones. And before you could only get those through cast members, and now you can actually purchase those. So let's set that aside. And I'm going to go back on camera here, and we'll go to me to be set up. Okay, so when we were talking about pins on pin boards, this is one of my pin boards. So I make these pin boards. This pin board here is all pets except for the Indiana Jones one. Let me take that off of there. These are all animals, all Disney animals that have been in various. Take this and move this away from here, and I can move this to here, and I can go back to here, and I'll add this back. Okay, so if we're looking, I'm going to go ahead and unplug my phone because it's now charged. Sorry about that, folks. Thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate it. So these are some of the pins that are on here. And these are some characters you don't see. Here's a Dumbo. You know, these are all hidden Mickeys here. It's hard for me to get. I can turn it like this. There we go. And some of these pins you may have seen before, and some of these pins you may have not ever seen before. There's an old Robin Hood pin. And there's a Sam Eagle pin. That's an original Sam Eagle pin. So, and then we have the birds from Snow White. No, Cinderella. The birds from Cinderella. and there's Timothy, and there's the crows from Dumbo, Lucifer, and there's one of the "We are Chinese, if you please." So those, and then this is all right. Trivia. Who's I know this is from Pocahontas, but I don't know the name of that raccoon. That Timon pin? Where'd he go? Did you say Timon? Timon? Do I have a Timon medal? Oh, and there's Figaro. Figaro. So yeah, so they'll go. And this, and again, this is one of my frames. So this is one of the frames I make, and that's the back. All my frames I make so you will have them and you can switch them out. Yeah. Miko. Excellent. Thank you very much. Miko. Yes. Thank you. And then I have made this one. Let's make sure here. I had made this frame. And this frame I made up that was all of my, let's see, let me move my coffee so I don't knock it down. And we're going to turn off this camera. And we're going to go straight to me. Here we go. Oh, thanks, Kate. You. All right, so we're going to move this camera out of the way for a second. And let me take this and move it off of here for myself. So I can show you this. So this was a pretty cool picture frame. And I'm gonna show you the back of it. Okay. So I made this one so you can hang it like this. If you see the hanger here and the hanger here, or you can hang it like this. So whenever you get it, if you were to purchase something like this, you can hang it either way. I chose to hang this one this way. And then these I call all my hat pins, all my hat and or ear pins, anything that has an ear, a Mickey ear, ears, or you had the Duffy ears here, anything that had ears, these are the ones that I have on this. And these are all like the villains. There's a whole villain set here. Oh, you can hear me good. There's a whole villain set here, and then there's a Mickey set here, and then there's the fruit set here. This is a waffle Mickey here. This is a watermelon. This is a pineapple slice, an orange, a lime, a strawberry, a lemon. And then you have the black and white series here. And these are all, I believe almost all of these are all hidden Mickey pins. And then you have the characters. You have the characters over here. Woody, Peter Pan, Pinocchio, Cheshire Cat, Buzz Lightyear, Donald. And then you have the rides. These are called ride pins. These are all what the cast members wore that would help you get on the rides. And then there's some different ones. There's a red, white, and blue one here. But again, these are my my ear pins. And you see, you have all the villains. You have most of the villains across the bottom. And I like the villain pins when they came across. And again, I collected these because it was something I really, really liked at the moment. But I have too many. Downsize. I have to downsize. So I'm going to downsize. I call these loose pins. Even the ones that you saw in those two frames, they're going to go up tomorrow night. That's going to go up tomorrow night. Oh, let me swing my camera back around. Let's see if I can get this back on here. There we go. Yep. There we go. Thanks, Kate. Yep. I love that one. I mean, I really like that one. You know, that's pretty cool. And then, of course, that was the witch. And then you have Hades. This is pretty cool. Instead of Hidden Mickey, it has a villains. It's got a villains at the bottom. I didn't notice if there's one for this one. There isn't. But there's the villains one there. And then here's Maleficent. So, and if you can tell, these are her horns. But then if you look at this edging here of the purple, she's the dragon. So those are cool. So they'll go tomorrow night. And I'm going to show you how I set my boards. I'm going to take a couple of these off here. We can switch back, Katie, to just me. Thanks. Sometimes I get I get in a rush, and I have so many different series of pins that I get in a rush sometimes, and I don't know how to place them. Like this pin board here, these are going to start, and these are going to start at literally $5. So how the auction, let me explain a little bit how my auctions work on Whatnot. So I'll put this board up on my easel. Okay. I'll have a camera on it, and you'll be able to see the pins. Okay. And these will be the pins. Pretty sure that's a $5 one. All right. So the bidding will start at $5. Now, any pin, if you see a pin, say you like the Stitch pin, which is a really nice pin, and I'll tell you now, that's a $20 pin. Okay. But say you like that one, and that's the one you want. So you start bidding, and say Candy Mom likes Peter Pan here, and Katie likes Maleficent, and Jeannie likes this Stitch, and Mickey Bunch likes let's see, this one here. So you all will be bidding. I'll start the bidding at $5. And then what you do is you can do increments up. You can bid $1 more. You can bid $5 more. And we'll put the bid up until the bidding stops. And then once the bidding stops, whoever has the highest bid gets their choice of whichever one pin off this board. Now you will see these are two spinning pins. Here, can I put that under here? Yeah, let me put it under here. There you go. This is from the Dopey Challenge. Let me lay this down. There we go. This pin here is from the Dopey Challenge. This one here. And Dopey moves. Okay. You may not have participated in the Dopey Challenge, but that's not why this pin on here. And this is a $35 pin. This pin is on here because it's from right here. The 50th, Walt Disney's 50th anniversary. That's why that pin's on here. And this one here, let's move this way. This is the same. This is the Donald. Okay. This is from the 50th anniversary also. And again, these pins are anywhere from $30 to $35 each. Worth, that's why they're going on here. And then I have all these Marvel pins, all these Funko, I call them Funko Marvel pins. Then we have the Castle series pins. Then we have the Airplane series pins. We have the flip-flops, these flip-flops, Pain and Panic. There's another part of the Castle series. This Castle series is really cool. So when you look into these, there's Bambi and Bambi's mom. And so when you look at these, when was the last time you saw that? Herbie the Love Bug. So hey, what's going on, Jeff? Good to see you. This is our dream. So these pins, and I think I heard, and Jeff's in, I can say this, I think Jeff's got a pin collection. His pin collection has been getting bigger and bigger. Now, Jeff doesn't just go out and look for pins, but if he sees one he likes, you know, that's what you do. The cool thing about it is when you see pins like this, Peter Pan's flight, you know, that's a $15 pin. You know, Peter Pan and Wendy flying. These are 15 to $20 pins. Sorcerer Mickey kite series. Then you have all these series here. These are the Princess and Prince series, and I have a couple of those. You know, when you get pins that you see that you just like, you just pick them up. Let me take this back to here. Now, I like this series. Oh, go the wrong way, Chris. And then you have the Prince series here. And these are the servers from Beauty and the Beast. I mean, and then you get some that are just boom. Sorry, not sorry. You know, some of these pins you just don't see anymore. And that's why, you know, I'll definitely start them. You know, that'll be a $5 board. And then I have boards like this. And we can go up on the big one. Now you saw some of the airplanes, but there's a Peter Pan airplane right here. Where's that Tinkerbell? That's Peter Pan. Okay, a $20 pin. You know, this board will start at 15. Flubber. These pins will start at 15. They may even start at 10. Hannah Montana pins up top. A good Hannah Montana guitar pin, rare, really rare. Epcot, this Epcot pin's rare. 50th anniversary Orange Bird pin. You know, some of these pins are really rare. You don't find potato head pins anymore. Some of these pins came on the collectible lanyards when Toy Story opened. The lollipop pins. You know, so what we'll do is we'll present this, and we'll start each pin. You just start the bid. We'll start the bid at, say, $10. And we'll just let the bid go up from there. And everyone will get the bid on whichever one. If somebody outbids you, and this is the pin you want, off with their heads, you know, and this is the pin you want, and you bid $10 for it, and Jeff comes in and outbids you by $5. Now the bid's up to 15, and you want to pay $17 for it, you bid 17. And somebody wants to bid for this one, the Hannah Montana, and they bid 20. You don't know what pin they're bidding on, but you're bidding on the pin that you want. And then they purchase that pin, and then and then I leave this board up. And then we keep running this board until nobody wants to run this board anymore. And then we'll switch to another board. You know, pull the lever, Kronk. You know, some of these pins you just don't see. You know, Baby Donald and Baby Goofy on a railroad car. A s'mores. You know, that's Baymax as a s'mores. So Dole Whip. You know, these are, you know, so that's how the bidding is going to work. You know. Let's see. Is this a $5 board? This is another $5 board. These will all start at $5. I'm going to push this camera away. These will all start at $5. Not all of them for $5, but it's a $5 board. So you'll bid on the pins that you like. Look at the top. Look at the top. I've got some bears up there from Country Bears. They're rare. Those are going for $25 now. And he is a completer bear. He's right here. He's the completer bear to the set. And I've got a couple of them on there. Lady Tremaine ears. I got a couple of the Hidden Mickey silhouettes that haven't been out for a while. There's Pluto. He sits like that. So, and that's how that will go. You know, Country Bears. That'll be that pin's that'll go pretty fast and for a high dollar. Cruella de Vil. That's old. That's an old pin. And again, there's another Country Bears there. You know, that's an original Pirates of the Caribbean with the earring in Mickey's ear. That's not the redo. That's an original. And I'll show you the date on the back. Everybody wants to see any of the bears or any of the pins. I got some of the Lumiere down at the bottom. I got some of the fanny pack pins here that came in uh what do they call them? The hidden packs. I've got all the dog houses here. I've got the Moana pins here. I have some of the 50th anniversary pins here. So, and I got all Bugs Life. The Bugs Life now is going to be popular because they're taking the Bugs Life away. So these are going to be popular pins on the auction. And it's always, pin trading is just what you like. It's all of what you like. And I will tell you, you know, this, oh, what set is this? Oh, I think this is the $10 set. Yeah, I've got a Merlin on here. I got Cruella on here. I've got Donald, Goofy, and Mickey DJs right there. Let's see if you guys can see them. This is Donald DJ. This is Hip Goofy and DJ Mickey. Okay, you don't see those anymore. You got Cruella. You got Jafar. You got some pins on here. This, I believe this is a $10 board. Nope, this is a $5 board because the flags are on here. Yeah, this is a $5 board. So any pin on here will any pin, you start your bidding at $5. Okay, and there's Kronk. You got Miss Piggy. You got the paint cans, the old paint cans. And you have a what's this? Toy Story. It's a Small World. Dumbo, Hidden Mickey. So again, the bidding on this one would start, and this is the cup series, a hidden cup series of Starbucks cups. So pins on here would start at $5. We got the lollipop or the ice cream bars here, so they would start at $5. You know, and if nobody bids, if you bid $5 and nobody bids over you, then you get it for $5. You get the pin of your choice on here for $5. You have a Maleficent umbrella here that was on the hidden packs. So, and then you have something like this. This series was fairly popular with guys that were bakers like me. This is the donut series. Is that right? Right side up or right upside down? I had it right. I think I have Daisy upside down. Yes. No, that's right. Nope. I had them right. So, and these were pretty cool. Is that a Maleficent umbrella? You did see a Maleficent umbrella. Yes, you did. That's a Maleficent umbrella. Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, and again, you get something like that, and then you get the bottle cap. You know, here's a bottle cap of Dopey. You know, that was the bottle cap series. You know, it's a hidden Mickey. You know, or you get something that most people don't see is from Fantasia. Here, this will blow your mind. Aren't they from Fantasia? Or are they from Mermaid? I can't remember. And that's a hidden Mickey. So again, you have some that, you know, some people have seen and some people have not seen. You know, so that's the whole nice thing about, you know, you collect what you like, and you collect, you know, what interests you. Captain Marvel, you know, that's a cool pen. One of the other pins I wanted to show you, I'll take these off, put these back on here, and it goes pretty quick. Stitch pins are very popular. Cat pins are very popular. This is one of my cool pins. I have a bunch of these, not a bunch of Chip and Dale, but I have a bunch of this series. And here's the cool part about this series. I'm going to look at the date. Sorry to take that away from you. All righty here. Come on, Chris, get your eyes rolling. Ew. Oh my gosh. The big Mickey one. The big Mickey one. Let's go with the small Mickey one. You know what I need? I need one of them little eyepieces there. Let's see. I'm trying to get the date from this for you. Gosh, it's so hard to read. Okay. This was 2011. Okay. And these are tickets. And each character, they had almost all a lot of the characters. I won't say every character. But the cool thing about this one is it says 1971 and it's got the castle behind. It says admit one. I've got a pin frame back there that has a bunch of these on it. And I didn't realize it, but some of the ones back there that I had didn't say 1971. So then I started collecting the ones that said 1971. And I think I have almost all of them. And this I think pretty sure Chippendale is an extra one. And again, if you're not that savvy with how to tell real Disney pins from fake Disney pins, a real Disney pin, most of them they're on the back, which is right here. Okay. And you're going to get, of course, the Mickey waffle stamp. And then you're going to get these two little things that you see here. Okay. And what these do is they stop your pin from spinning on your lanyard. Once you put your rubber backing, let me show you the rubber backing. You put your rubber backing on it. The rubber backing squeezes against your shirt and it stops your pin from spinning left and right. So that's a good way to know if you have now going back to the early time when pins came out 2000, 2001, 2002. Some of the manufacturers of the pins didn't have but one on one side and it was made a little bit different. So get to know which one was that, Jonathan. Get to know some of your pins. I cannot tell you for sure that every single pin that I own is legit, but a majority of my pins are all legit. And with Whatnot, understanding what you're purchasing, like let's use this limited edition pin. Okay. I haven't looked Tinkerbell up for a long time. Okay. But if I look this pin up, say that pin is $35. Okay. When you look, this pin originally sold for $10.50. This is the original backer card for that. $10.50. Okay. You look at the back of this pin. Now, I've never worn this pin, but you look at it, it's got some wear. But what it also has, it doesn't have the Mickey waffle because they didn't have the Mickey waffle back then. That was just discouraged people from making fake pins. But it does have the 2 points that stop it from spinning. And it does have the pin crest on it. And it tells you it's from 2000 and, let's say 4. This is a limited edition 1500 2004. So do your homework. Do your homework on your pins. You can do it quick while maybe once the board goes up, it doesn't mean your pin is going to sell out first, but it doesn't mean it's not either. Like when that pin won't go on a board. That'll be this pin will be a single bid, and I'll start the bidding probably at $20 for that pin. And then it'll go from there. And hey, maybe somebody won't bid on that pin. And then I'll just take it aside. I'll put it aside and I'll say, okay, now we're going to do We're going to do Jasmine and Aladdin. And we're going to start this bidding at $10. And again, when that one sells, then we'll go to this one. We'll do Cogsworth and Lumiere. And that's how it goes. And it goes pretty quick sometimes. I'll do single pins like this one. And I'll start this one at $10. But that's how it goes. If you're unfamiliar with Whatnot, what I would suggest you do is check out some of the Whatnot auctions. And you know what? Get familiar with it. I know that Steve went live and Steve has a whatnot and Joy went live now and she has a whatnot. And I think that's fantastic. What I can't offer you is the $15 off because I've had whatnot now for almost 2 years, maybe a little bit over 2 years. So that's not an offer that I can get, that I can offer to you. So with that being said, check it out, log in, put in your information, put in your payment information, whether it's from your bank or your credit card. Whatnot is very safe. I've sold a lot of merchandise through Whatnot, and will continue. I mean, I've got a lot of Disney stuff that I brought. I'm going to have a pumpkin bucket, not a pumpkin bucket, but a popcorn bucket. Whatnot will probably be next week, where I'm going to sell every single popcorn bucket I have. I'm selling all of them. It won't be that long of a stream, so I might do that and my Mickey Mouse telephones. I'm going to sell those too. But the cool thing about Whatnot is you can look prior. And right now, I don't have anything pictured up for tomorrow. I'm going to spend tomorrow, some part of tomorrow or late tonight, taking some pictures of some of my specialty pins that I will be selling as singles. But the pin boards go up as pin boards and they sell as pin boards. And I have this plexiglass shelving here that I use, and it'll be in front of the camera like that, and you'll see it. And I'll put pins on that, and I'll say, okay, this one's going for this much, this one's going for this much, and we keep going down. And all you do in chat is you say, I'll show you the Merlin. I go, okay, here's Merlin, and he's starting at 10. Hey, Merlin's at $15, and then I'll put him back on the shelf in here. And then you'll be able to see where I put him, and you'll see him. And then in chat, you'll say, okay, I'll take Merlin, boom. And he's gone $15 or whatever price he is. But other things you'll have to bid on. And I just say, just get yourself familiar with it. Do something, put all your information in so you're ready to go when the auction starts. Excuse me here. You're ready to go when the auction starts, and we'll have some fun. And people in chat talk just like people in chat do here. Share us out. That's the number one thing with my Whatnot is you share it out. That way we have a huge community of people that come in and bid. You'll go in some Whatnots and there'll be 300 people. There'll be 200 people. There'll be 150 people. Consistently, just it can be very overwhelming. But I get to play some music in the background. We get to have some fun. So hopefully you'll reach out tomorrow. It's going to be at 8:00 tomorrow on my Whatnot channel. And I come in and have some fun with us. All of my moderators you'll see are in blue with blue wrenches. I appreciate them for being here. Thank you guys for keeping my channel family safe. I appreciate you. I want to update on everyone that's here. I did a GoFundMe page for my friend Gonzo, and I will update you on how Gonzo is right now. So Gonzo has returned to work. He has returned to work, and he is still recovering, but he has returned to work. He asked me to say thank you very much from the bottom of his heart. Thank you very much for those of you that reached out and donated to Gonzo. I appreciate it so much. Please feel free to reach out at Adventures of Gonzo on IG if you want to keep wishing him goodwill and hoping he feels better. But he is back to work. He very much appreciates everyone that reached out on the GoFundMe, and as much as you could and helped him, he very much appreciates it so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. That GoFundMe page now has been ended, but we thank you so much for helping him out in his time of need. That's what this community is about. It's helping others when they're down and they needed help. So thank you. If you knew about Gonzo, thank you for donating. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But he's still recovering. He's still, every day is going to be, a good day for him. So thank you very much. Yes, that is great news. It's great news. So everyone that's traveling back from Baltimore back to their homes, I wish you a safe trip back, and we'll see you in the parks. And remember, tomorrow night, 8:00, and next week we will have a surprise visitor, and you'll just have to wait and see who that is. It's going to be a surprise. So I'm looking forward to that. And may have more than one, but I think I know for sure we're going to have one. So I appreciate you being here. Um, I always say TTFN, ta ta for now. Uh, peace, peace, hugs, and peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. And pixie dust hugs will have to do for now until we meet in person. I am Chris, the Disney Baker, and we'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on my Whatnot. Thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate the support. Share us out. Have a great night. We'll see you.